Yes, sir.
Do you have any forecast on how maybe, or opinion on how AI may affect the workforce or the financial situation in America?
Do I have opinions on how AI might affect things? Yeah, I do. I understand you guys are having a seminar to talk about some of this afterwards. But yeah, my basic view on AI is that it's going to change a lot of things. There's no question. It's going to change how we do a lot of things. You're seeing a lot of things written about how it's going to displace and get rid of all these workers and all that kind of stuff and redefine everything. It will definitely change our workforce. It will change the way we do things. In the short term, it may displace some jobs. In the long term, it will create jobs. And the reason I say that is there are literally millennia of history to support that. Those of you who are even younger than me, remember back when we were all talking about, is the internet going to get rid of all the jobs? People were talking about that. We don't need any more middlemen anymore. The internet, we don't need any this, we need that. A few years before that, computers. Man, computers are going to replace all the jobs. You don't need all these people anymore. You got these computers. What's happened? Today we have more people working and more technology than at any point in the history of the world. And the same thing happened a few millennia ago in Macedonia when they invented the wheel. It initially displaced some jobs, but think how many people's job right now depends on the notion that you can move something in a circular motion like that. It always works that way. So it's going to create some training challenges. It's going to create a lot of things, but I think in the long run it's going to be something like every other division, robotics, it doesn't matter. You pick whichever one you want to pick, that we're going to end up having more jobs because of it than we did otherwise. And I think that's, I think that, again, that's what always happens. I will say one challenge I see in this is, years ago, presidents are somewhat predictable, no matter what party they're in. And one thing you can count on that always goes together is a recession and a presidential summit to talk about it. Okay, every time there's a recession, we hold a summit to talk about it. And I've been in 6 of them, I think, or something over the years. And years ago, when W was president, we had a downturn, he had a summit. And so he asked me to talk about it. In there, he asked me to define the single best thing the U.S. did to assure its growth over all these decades and the single biggest failure we had, in my opinion. And so I thought about it, did some work, looked at some stuff. And what I determined was the biggest success is we're always able to innovate and create the next big thing. No matter what field it is, no matter what it is, we're always the people that create and do the next big thing. And that's been the source of our able to grow and grow and grow despite cost changes and a lot of other things. The worst thing we need is we don't retrain people as much as we need to. As jobs become obsolete, we don't retrain people. We're going to face that same challenge with AI. We're going to need to retrain people to do different jobs than they're doing now, and to do the same job in a different way. We're going to need to do some of that and invest some resources in that. Hopefully we will. But over time, I think that's the single biggest mistake we've made that's held us back, is we haven't always adapted the workforce as rapidly as we could.